Are we live? We might be live. Here we are. So it's tail tea time now. And yes, I have actual tea. And the tea is that Swimtails is dead. Let that sink in for a minute. So yeah, that happened. This week, we no longer have Swimtails in our midst. Let's talk about that. So I first got alerted to the fact that they were giving people refunds on Friday, which was 2 days ago. Today is Sunday for anyone watching in the future. And so I found out someone had DM'd me and it was like, hey, so, yeah, Swimtails is like, they just randomly sent me my thing back, and I was like, well, that's weird that they sent you your money back. And they're like, yeah, I ordered it, and they just canceled my order without telling me. And I was like, well, I mean, that sounds like Swimtails, but why did they do that? And they're like, I don't know. And so then, of course, I have to announce it to the internet. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my watermark because I don't like where it is right now. There we go. So I had to investigate, and so I checked out, their socials, and all seemed fine. And this girl was like, oh yeah, they blocked me. And I was like, what? That's weird. And so then I checked out their Instagram. I was like, oh, their Instagram's gone. So that was very odd. And I was like, okay. And I found on a few other mermaid pages, people were like, yeah, my order got refunded, so randomly it was almost done, or I just ordered it. And so I was like, okay. And honestly, being completely honest, I've been working on a video where I buy both a tail from a certain other company and a tail from Swimtails, and, compare them head to head. I was doing this completely incognito. I was working with my friend. I was using her email address, and we were going to ship it to her place so that they wouldn't have any idea it was me. And so we were, we'd actually back and forth with Swimtails, and their communication was, decent. They were saying, oh, yes, this tail does this. Okay, yes. And we're like, okay. I was, getting ready to order. I was figuring, okay, when I get paid this Friday, that's when I'll hit order on both these tails at the same time, see which one gets here in the time that they said it would. And, so I said to my friend, I was like, hey, can you, just quickly see if their checkout works? And so right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to swimtails.com. Here we go. And for the record, this is the tail I was planning on buying, the Moon Mermaid tail. So I have it in my cart. We go place your order. And, oops, something went wrong. Hence my thumbnail. So, you cannot purchase things on Swimtails. People before were like, oh yeah, you can, no, you can still buy things. And I was like, no, you can't. You can look at the website, and the website has stuff on it, there's all their pretty tails. Okay, look how many styles of mermaid tails there are, and, each of these has at least 3 different types of mermaid tails. And so they have, a lot of tails going, and they recently just released the Merdragon series, which is a collaboration with Mermaid Zari. And look at that! She did such a fantastic job, or should I say fantastic. And people were genuinely excited, and from what I found, there was about 10 people that I know of, at least online, who said, oh yeah, I got my order randomly refunded. Now, the tea, if you guys recall, is that Swimtails has done this before. They have said, oh, sorry, we're gone, shut down, yeah, everyone's orders are canceled and refunded, except that didn't happen for people. And the funny thing is that they shut down at 6 p.m. on a Friday. Now, I know a lot of you guys are young and don't understand how the world works, but essentially, anything that's kind of important, like banking, finance, or credit cards, or your phone, or whatever, anything like that, yeah, business hours mean that you're not gonna get an answer for at least 3 days right now. You know, you email them, you email your bank on Friday, and then on Friday night and Saturday, you gotta wait till Sunday, then you gotta wait till Monday till someone can open their inbox and look at their email, if presuming your bank works like that, or PayPal or your credit card, whatnot. So, I don't know if any of these people who got the email of doom that says, sorry, no tail for you, I don't know if any of these people are going to be refunded or not. Only time will tell. I am personally hopeful that people will get their refunds. I think that Swimtails definitely learned from the past, but also, the company going under. So, now, this is like Friday afternoon. What was I doing on Friday afternoon? I was working? I can't even remember what I was doing on Friday. But, so this is Friday afternoon. I'm like, oh yeah, I was out, and then I came back home, and all this stuff happened in the evening, and I had a delightful evening trying to deal with this. Because people tend to look to me for Swimtails tea and drama, because I am the source of that. And so I'm trying to, like, collect all these people together, and if you guys didn't know, Swimtails has these things called ambassadors. Just like any other company. Mermaid Zari is one of them. She's the one who designed them. Siren Kimberly is one of them. Mermaid Sophia Marie is another one of them. I'm just going to pull up their Instagrams right now. See, there's Mermaid Zari. She reps their products quite a bit. There's her and some friends. She wears the tails, and she's really cute, and she's a really, really good bean. So poor Zari. Actually, I wonder if I can watch the Instagram story on here. No, I can't. I thought I had my Chrome extension. Well, poo. Oh, no, I can. Great. Alright, let's see. So this is what she... Oh, it disappeared. But, yeah. So, essentially, Mermaid Zari, she was like... What? So she basically had the same thing that I had, where I just kind of found it out from people that... No more orders from you! And she's like... Excuse me. So she's doing her best to try and pick up the pieces because people know her as the Swimtails go-to mermaid. Just like I'm known as the go-to Shop Vancouver mermaid or the go-to Virtuoso mermaid. People know her for being the go-to Swimtails mermaid because she like works with them doing designs. And so they're like, hey Zari, what's going on? And she's like, you know, I don't know. No one said anything. Lack of communication? Swimtails? Never. So, she's basically doing the same thing I am, where it's like, trying to figure out what's going on. And she got an email, I think, on Saturday, at around 2, that said, yeah, hey, guys, our company's dead. And so basically, now this isn't a public statement, this is I've heard it through a friend of a friend of a friend kind of statement, that Swimtails, the owner, actually let me pull up kind of the one statement that people have kind of been looking at, just zoom in here, and skadoosh, this was posted 1 day ago, says, it is official, Swimtails is shut down after refunding several orders in the last 2 weeks with no explanation, and leaving their employees/ambassadors completely in the dark. Our sources say Christy Foster, owner of Swimtails, confirmed the shutdown, saying we can no longer afford to stay in business. The ex-Swimtails ambassadors are supporting the customers Swimtails has chosen to completely support, and blah, blah, blah. So that's kind of that one group, which is run by Mermaid Kelly. Or no, this is a different one. Or is it? I can't remember if it's Mermaid Cove. No, Mermaid Grotto. This one's run by Mermaid Kelly. That one right. This one right there, that is the kind of group where people have been discussing this the most. So, I'm not going to share screenshots from private Facebook groups and whatever, but you get the idea. Lots of people on Facebook have been like, where's my tail? It's not here because they refunded my order. And it's actually really sad because there's this one mermaid in Canada who was going to be her first tail. And I think she's the type of person that maybe trust issues or something. And so she was like, my mermaid dream is gone. I'm never gonna be a mermaid. And people were like, honey, there's other companies. And she's like, but what if this happens again? We're like, Swimtails, why do you do this? So, Saturday is when we kind of find out what happened, and apparently, according to, like, friend of a friend kind of sources passed along, is that an investor pulled through. Like, I think that's what Mermaids already said, is that their one investor was like, nope, goodbye, and they blame the knockoff industry. Which is ironic! Considering the issues they've had with art theft in the past. Now, that's not to say they haven't tried their best recently to try and step away from that and distance themselves from copying tail designs and using stock images they didn't have the right to. So, that's where we are. So, at first I was like, what knockoffs? I kind of, like, had a knee-jerk reaction. Myself and Raina were like, nah, they don't have knockoffs. No one knocks off Swimtails. But, in fact, like, I looked on Wish, I couldn't find anything, and I was like, oh, well, there's clearly no knockoffs, because Wish is the capital of knockoffs. But, in fact, there actually are a few knockoffs of Swimtails online. Not clearly as prevalent as Finfolk's. So here we're on Alibaba, or AliExpress Alibaba, which is a big Chinese retailer. So as you can see, there's a butt ton of knockoffs. These are all Finfolk's right here. That's not someone's images. That's a Finfun knockoff. That's a Finfolk knockoff. That's actually a new one on me. That's a Finfolk knockoff. That's a Mertailor knockoff. That's a Finfolk. You get the picture. But look! That's a beta tail. That is a 100% legit knockoff tail of a Swimtails for a significantly lower price than they would have listed it on their website. Where's the beta? Where is the beta? Here it is, yeah. So there's that one, and then they got a knockoff right there. So as you can see, this is actually the assembled version of the knockoff. Here's a knockoff of their honey beta. So you can see, it looks kind of poopy. Look at that. Look at all them pixels. And then this is what the real one looks like. So, Swimtails does have knockoffs. But the fact that they are blaming these knockoffs of their image demise seems not entirely likely, because FinFun, they have way more knockoffs. Then again, FinFun is a more established and trusted company. But still, like, they're basically saying, they're like, oh, we're losing business to these knockoff companies. Which, I mean, might be true in some part. And, like, the whole knockoff situation, that was another bit of tea from this past week. That, my gosh. Or last week, that I'm not even going to go into. But I don't know if that's the full reason why they've gone under. Like, was it really? But, I mean, it is valid that there were knockoff tails of their tails that were, like, literally stolen. But, like, from I saw on Alibaba, like, I think maybe, like, 1 or 2 or 3 of these knockoffs of their betas or their dragon tails have been sold. So, you know, don't really know how plausible that is, but just the fact that they, you know, are, like, stealing our tail designs is what caused our demise! Oh. We got a thing. A few people have said, Widget the Mermaid said, poopy business start is why they ultimately failed. Yup. Had nothing to do with the 93 Better Business Bureau complaints. Nope, just the knockoffs did it, right? Yeah, it was the knockoffs. Wasn't your, sketchy business dealings or the fact that people weren't super keen to trust you anymore because your business practices kind of suck. So, that's the tea with Swimtails. That's where we're at right now, it's now Sunday. Now the interesting thing, the very interesting thing, is that their Instagram is live again. So I don't know how they did this. I don't know if this is like some sort of like, I wanna give There we go. I don't know if this is some sort of, like, feature on Instagram where you can, like, make your account go AWOL for a while or what, because, I don't know, if I just, like, put some gobbledygook. Because this is what I got. This right here, sorry this page isn't available, when I tried to go to Instagram.com/Swimtails. But now they're back on Instagram, and all their posts are here still. Their latest post was a repost from HB Mermaids. And Mermaids already wrote the story, nice. That was 2 days ago, that was Friday, I guess. I don't know what time, but yeah, so that's kind of what they did. But now they say, closed, email only, support@swimtails.com. And I was going to message them before this live stream, but I don't think that they would have answered, so I was going to say, I'm live streaming about this. If you want to chime in, say something to the community. But no. Yeah, well, if they haven't said anything to the community by now, yeah. So, okay. The people that my heart goes out to right now are, one, all the people who were like, I'm going to take a chance on Swimtails. And maybe get a tail. There's one person who was like, this new tail is going to be my tail for Mexico. There's another person who was like, my new tail is going to be, like, my perfect persona piece. Like, it's exactly what I want and no one else can do it. Another person was like, this tail is, like, what I've always wanted and I've saved up for it. And then just all these people. Just, like, at least a dozen people from the last 2 weeks who've ordered tails, they're not getting their tails anymore. And who's to say if they're getting their money back? Knowing Swimtails history with giving refunds. I know a lot of people can tell me all about. Yeah. Allie says, oh yeah, and as if they're going to make an announcement instead of putting it on their poor ambassadors. Yeah, like they literally, I'm sure that the email they sent to their ambassadors on Saturday after they've closed is just like, yeah, sorry, we're out of business, our investor pulled, and we're blaming the people, so peace out, bye. And then there's all these people that maybe don't understand what's going on, so that's why I'm here, that's why I'm doing this, and definitely not to monetize after the situation again. But I'm here to kind of tell the story and let things know. Now, if you are new to Swimtails and their tea, I have a link in the description about, all this stuff, of, like, previously what happened kind of between last summer and this past January. I've got a video kind of recapping all that. It's in the description. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I know that a lot of people decided against buying from Swimtails after that video, and I think that they made the right decision. So, that's kind of where we are today. Yeah, Mermaid Zari's here. Hello, yup, it's been a wild weekend. I am so sorry. Yeah, the fact that they just, like, if they've been seeing the signs, like, knockoffs being sold, less business, and I get it. It's going into the winter season. That's, like, the dry season for mermaids. That's when my YouTube channel always kind of fizzles out and dies, and, like, that's when, we have, like, less tail sales, and until, like, Christmas, and then more tails get sold, but, like, I get it. Sales will probably slow down after summer, and I get it. Like, the history has been a little rough, and I get it. People have been hesitant to buy your tails, but, like, if you saw the signs coming, maybe you should have, I don't know, had a meeting. Maybe just a Zoom call. Just a thought. Maybe say, hey, ambassadors, this is what we're thinking. Sad news. Just wanted to let you know, in the next week or so, we're gonna start slowing things down. Like, my good friend Shop Vancouver Mermaid used my code NERDDEBATE for 10% off. She's not taking orders right now. She is, like, in the middle of moving, and she's gonna be reevaluating how she's doing her tails and their designs and how they're processed and sold. That's fine. That's great. Courtney, you do you. You charge way too little for your tails. So she's not taking commissions anymore. Not right now, until at least the new year. So, but she doesn't say to all of her clients whose their work is in progress and they've sent her their money, she hasn't just sent them an email saying, this much money has been sent back to you, goodbye. Like, can you imagine if Courtney did that? I can't imagine Courtney doing that. Because Courtney is a confirmed legit good person. Of course Courtney would never do that. If she is not going to be taking design, if, you know, it's not economically feasible for her to be doing tails anymore, totally fine. She's a small business owner. If, you know, she just isn't in the right place to do tail designs anymore, that's fine. Totally her business. She can do what she wants. But she understands that if she's going to be doing this in the future, she's not going to screw over her current customer base. I don't know how many tails she's making right now. I know Mermaid Widget is getting one right now. Who I saw it today. It looked fantastic, the design. So, yeah, so Courtney would not email my good friend Mermaid Widget and be like, sorry, tail making isn't feasible for me anymore, goodbye, here's your money back. And Widget be like, but you just designed the tail, like, that would suck. That would suck. Like, this one girl, Mermaid Chaos, she and I have gotten to know each other on Instagram in the last few weeks. She's, like, got a lot of Swimtails, and she said that she was so close to having hers done. Like, it was printed, it was sewn, they were just waiting on the vinyl inserts, yet they just gave her back all her money and were like, goodbye! Like, what? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? So, I think, yeah. Chris Tarek says, yes, they need to finish the orders. Even retail shops have going out of business sale. That's right. That's right. So, that's, like, the weird thing. Okay, now, update from Mermaid Zari. She said, in the chat, she's like, I've been talking to people who have received refunds. Like, I think that people are actually going to receive their refunds. I'm hopeful that Swimtails is going to get it figured out a little bit more, and now, like, people have a little more warning and a little more, you know-how on how to get a refund. My advice is for people who are waiting to get refunds is to contact your credit card, say, hey, this company went out of business, sucks, I should be getting my money back, can we keep an eye out for that, and if that doesn't happen in the next couple weeks, let's pursue further action. That's what I would do if you went through your credit card, your bank, Google Pay, whatever. They don't support PayPal anymore, because PayPal got too many disputes against them. Yeah. Anna Mermaid said, I think something else happened, something that happened really suddenly since they have new stuff coming up, plus not telling ambassadors. I bet it was something unexpected. Yeah, it's just, it's a bummer. It's a bummer. So, like, Mermaid Zara, you're doing great, but, like, no, don't stress yourself out. Don't take things on yourself. You have no control over the situation. We all know that. But, you know, thank you for stepping up and trying to, like, keep things track and, you know, hopefully hold Swimtails accountable. But they've just disappeared. I mean, they're here, but they're just, oh, man. Yeah, so I think this is the end of Swimtails, at least for a while, which is a bummer. Honestly, like, the mermaid community is pretty small. We don't have a lot of things. We don't have a lot of places to buy tails, and as someone was saying in the chat, there's not a lot of places for plus-size mermaids to buy tails. And there's not a lot of places for tails with, like, big vinyl-y flukes, aside from Finfolk and Mermaid Aqua, as far as I know. So, yeah, it's a bummer. It's a bummer for all the great designs that were there that were unique, that no other tailmaker made. It's a bummer for me, because I was gonna do, like, a review thing, and I was like, well, dang it! That dream has been dashed! I should have done that 2 weeks ago, but who knows, I might have just gotten refunded. That would have been a better video. Dang it! Why didn't I just take the plunge? Oh well. So, that's kind of the thing. That's the weird dealio. Let's see what the chat says. Let's hope they don't try and come back, at least not with Ryan at the helm. Yeah. Yeah. So, like, apparently the things that caused their company to go down over the course of a day is their investor pulled, and there are too many knockoffs that were taking business away from them. Okay, sure. Okay, sure. I saw someone earlier said, oh, there's, like, not anything. They're like, there's no knockoffs. I'm like, Yeah, I mean, there are some. Oh, Courtney Mermaid said, I'm just stunned that after everything they went through earlier, that changes weren't made. I'm disappointed them. Yeah. Yeah, honestly. Wish they would just sell their business to someone who wants and can take it on. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Mermaid Curl. I think she's one of the ones who had their thing go tossed out the window. Like, it's a bummer. It really is a bummer. And I honestly wish that they would just sell all their tail designs to someone who is willing to take up the helm and fill that market gap and be completely capable of handling it. Maybe make a few changes. I've been talking to their seamstress. She's very kind. She's lovely. She has been with them through thick and thin, and she's done a great job. Honestly, she's done a great job. And she's like, well, looks like I'm out of a job. Like, their one employee didn't even know. Like, Taylor Mermaid said, I was just talking to them on Thursday about getting custom design, and now they just poofed out of existence. Yeah, they were, like, replying to emails that I had sent through my friend. I was gonna try and get a Swimtails tail because of plus-size options like whelp. Okay, alright, guys. Alright. Calm down. So, the market gap. Where ya gonna get your tails from? I have a number of mermaid tails. So, let's kind of talk about the different things that Swimtails had to offer. 1, custom designs. They had custom digital printed designs. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm going to kind of like yell as I talk about my tails. This tail right here, my Shop Vancouver mermaid, Courtney Mermaid, when she takes tail designs, can do custom designs. So if you liked a certain look of a tail, maybe the crow one with the feathers, or the skeleton one, or whatnot, if you had a certain design of theirs that was unique, that you liked, talk to Courtney when she starts taking tail commissions, and she might be able to hook you up. What about cool, fancy tails that were custom to your measurements, that could fit plus sizes? Look no further than Virtuoso, another Canadian company. Yes, these look different than printed tails. They are extremely high quality. Their sewing is fantastic. I have 2 of the, or actually 3. This was my first one. This one was my second one. It's very long, it's very flowy. This one's my third one. This one fits the Mahina. The Mahina, yes, Virtuoso makes tails that fit the Mahina. Other tails I have that fit the Mahina, both mine from Shop Vancouver Mermaid. This tail from Magic Tail. Magic Tail has several lines of tails that will fit the Mahina. There's the Magic Tail Premium and the Magic Tail Super Tails. Those ones you can even get in custom designs. They're actually pretty cool. If you live in Europe, I would recommend those. What about other tails that have custom sizing? FinFun. FinFun's Mermaidens you can get in custom sizing. Any size, no matter how big or small you are, you can get one custom size of this type to you. FinFun also has a wide variety of designs that are low cost. If you're looking for something like one of Swimtails' basic tails that are low cost, I would recommend going for FinFun. They can even do custom designs. So if you liked the low-cost Mako-style tail that Swimtails did, well, I did, and now I don't have that. So look at FinFun. I literally saw someone try and sell a tail from FinFun that was custom-made that looked like a Mako tail. Okay, well, what if I want a tail that's got the big fluke with the vinyl inserts? Mermaid Aqua. Not Aqua Mermaid. Mermaid Aqua. Yeah, that tail is vinyl. Let me show it to you. They have the same sort of vinyl insert that Swimtails had. Yeah, it's all crumpled up, but this is how big their fluke was of that blue neoprene tail I have. I haven't actually tried to fit the Mahina in this. I don't think it did, but tail with big fluke, big unique fluke. Mermaid Aqua. She can do custom designs and custom sizes. It's made of neoprene and it's of a similar price range to Swimtails, like beta tails and stuff. So if you like that, I think it's mermaidaqua.com. I have a review on it. You can find it on my channel. What else we got? Other tails for the Mahina. We have tails from Mermaid Inc. They are a little more expensive, but they do fit the Mahina. If you want a tail that's like big and fancy, Mertailor. Fantastic option. Lots of sizes. Tons of designs. Definitely a lot more natural. So if you like their kind of more naturally looking designs, go to Mertailor. Okay. Those are my recommendations, guys. Oh, how could I forget? Finfolk. Sorry, I forgot because my Finfolk is upstairs drying because I just swam in it today. Finfolk. About the same price range. About the same quality and durability of material. Big, fantastic flukes. Mine can fit the Mahina, but shh, don't tell I said that yet. Go to Finfolk. Finfolk offers lots of tails. Of course, they don't offer as many as Swimtails or as, you know, as consistently as Swimtails did. Those are my recommendations, okay? That's all I can think about right now, guys, for tails that'll fill the void. What about budget-friendly tails? Here we go again. Okay, budget-friendly tails. FinFun. This skin was about $70. This one, I think, goes for about $50. DIY. This is I mean, I did DIY it. My friend DIY'd it. DIY. The two tails. Budget-friendly. They come in plus sizes. They don't look super amazing, but, hey, this one's held up. This is a great starter tail. Budget tail. Top $110. Abyss Mermaid, bleh, but it's a budget tail. Suntails, a fantastic tail company. Does not get the credit they deserve. They make budget-friendly tails just like FinFun, perfect for beginners. I've had mine for years. I love them. Magic Tail, not the most budget-friendly, but definitely more economical. Virtuoso, this tail I think would go for about 140 Canadian, which is a lot less US. Custom sized, it can fit a Mahina, budget friendly. Another FinFun, budget friendly. Another two tails, budget friendly. I got a lot of budget friendly tails. Budget friendly is your friend. Check our video history reviews. Yeah, I have a lot of reviews. If you want to see reviews on pretty much any of these tails on the wall, check my YouTube channel under the review tab. Courtney Mermaid said, if I had to choose between Finfolk or Mertailor, based on what I've seen, I'd vote Mertailor. Yeah, I wish I had a Mertailor. I'm still working on my Finfolk right now, but my Finfolk is actually holding up really good. I love my Finfolk. It's great. Does anyone have experienced a Mertailor guppy tail? That's a great starter tail. That's a great budget tail. If you still want the beauty of Mertailor, but without the expensive price tag, Mertailor Guppy's a great budget tail. Budget friendly is my motto. I'm a broke college student. Okay. Alright. I think that's... So yeah, that's the tea. That's the tea right here. Swimtails has left this giant black hole. I need more tea. But I made a teapot upstairs. And I need more. So I am just going to quickly call my mom. All this tea, lol. I ran out of tea. Normally I don't even finish my tea, but my tea was delightful. So let me just call my mother real quick. And maybe she can come down and spill some tea. Although I hope she doesn't actually spill the tea. Ugh. Turn off my heater because I'm getting warm from all this ranting. Mother, answer your phone. Will you bring the tea? I need more tea. And milk and sugar, possibly. Excellent. The tea is coming. The tea is coming. Okay, is anyone in this chat? I'm just kind of going to read back on the chat, see if anyone here has a little bit of tea that I haven't read. Chris Tarek said, I did take a chance on them, and honestly, it worked out. Got it on time. Great Tails. Hoping so much maybe they're getting better. Sad to see it's not their case. Grand Geek said, seriously sad they're gone? Yeah, like, honestly. Lauren Contreras says, if only they're consistent with their business. ... Yeah, really. Aha, the tea is here. Thank you. I steeped the tea in an actual teapot. It's fantastic. Look at this. Look at this. Good tea. There's lots of tea today. So much tea. Oh, yes. Good. I have more tea for later now. Oh, that's good tea. Let's see. I've heard, Gray E said, I heard about the past 2 months ago for past stuff, but to be here for current stuff is wow, yeah. 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 People are like, wait, Faith, did you get that Faith scam too? Yeah. People are saying, oh, I feel bad for Swimtails. Other people say, give up on Swimtails. Yeah. Yeah. Digimar said, if they had made any effort to make right by the people they hurt last year, they would have a second chance, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, it's just really sad that this happened all of a sudden. Like, gosh. Mermaid Carl said they've still yet to publicly announce anything on their Facebook, which is still up. Yeah, actually, let me check their Facebook. Yeah, nothing on their Facebook. Their Facebook is still live. So, man. Honestly, Swimtails is such a disappointment. There are basic business protocols that are hard to understand or remember, yet Swimtails can't even seem to do the basics. Yeah. Yeah. Silver Dragon's first said, I understand if they need to close, but, like, finish the orders you have at least, right? Yeah, that's kind of what I said. Yeah. Yeah. It's just, ugh. Like, it's really annoying that people, like, just their orders were straight up canceled. Like, I guess they figured that they couldn't afford to pay their seamstress, or, like, afford to get the materials. I don't know. Like, and here's the thing about Ryan and Christy. Is it Christy or Christy? I can never remember. The thing is that they're very emotionally involved in their business. And that is a quote directly coming from someone who's worked directly with them in person. Is the fact that they are very emotionally involved and invested in their business. So that leads me to believe that this was an emotional decision. Honestly, I think that they got out of a meeting with their investor who was like, sorry, we can't afford to, or is like, we're not going to invest in you anymore. And they were like, well, there goes our business. And because I guess that's the way their business is set up, is that they needed that investor. I don't know what for. I don't really know a lot about business, but I have the feeling that their investor pulled, like, Friday during the day, and they freaked out about it, and they're like, blame China! Click, shut down, red button. And they basically were just like, screw this, we're not gonna make Tails anymore, no one wants this, everyone's just going to buy the knockoffs. Not trustworthy. And they just went shut down and just, like, reacted. Like, I think that's why their Instagram just went, because they saw that people were like, why did I get an email that said I've been refunded? And they were just like, shut down! Like, you know, lock the phone in a safe, don't even look at it, and like, just, they haven't bothered to disassemble their website. Like, their website is still live, you can look at everything, you can't, like, everything's there, you can't, like, there's nothing that says, oh, by the way, you can't buy this thing because we're dead. It's just, it's not there. Nothing's there. And so they just were like, okay, bye. And then, you know, did that. And then they were like, okay, I guess we'll stop hiding behind a hidden Instagram and say, we're closed. Like, their public statement, their one public statement is their Instagram bio that says, closed, emailed only, support@swimtails.com for any questions. That's their public statement, not, hi guys, we're sorry to say this to all of our loyal customers and fans, but we're going to be going out of business. However, those of you who have unfulfilled orders, we will finish those. It might take a little longer because we're shutting down. We will get you your tails. Thank you, everyone, and goodbye. And everyone would have been like, oh, this is sad, goodbye. And their bastards would have been like, yes, we're sorry, my wonderful followers who have seen the work I do with Swimtails. I'm sorry, but they're gone. But thank you for all your support over the years. I'd be happy to assist and point you to the person who runs the business, who can answer the questions. Goodbye. But no! Yet another poor business decision by Swimtails. Bad PR. Chris Stark said, if they open again, no one will be holding their breath. They had their second chance. No one will trust them again. Yeah, Mermano said, Swimtails was talking about making new skin tone tails in their Insta stories right before the closing up their Insta. Yeah, it's like, everything was fine, bye! Like, they were, like, creating new things, they were promoting new things, they were trying new things, and I was like, you know, I see, it seems to be there on the up and up. I was gonna make a video, like, just straight up buying a tail from them. From the company that I vowed I'd never support. I was gonna straight up buy a tail from them, as well as a tail from Mertailor, and compare the customer service. That's how, like, good things were going, to the point that I was gonna do this. Oh, man. Oh, man. Also, Allie said all the comments are turned off on their Instagram. Yeah, so you can't, you know, comment on their Instagram and be like, "Hi there, what in heck?" It's just gone. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Courtney Merman said, it's a constant struggle. I had to close up shop for the rest of the year, but I do regular costuming, and fabric is expensive. I can't even imagine covering printing costs and fabric, etc. Yeah. Like, tail making it's expensive. And, yeah, there was some lady who was saying, like, oh, Swimtails charges too much. I'm like, they do not charge much. Or they don't charge much for what their tails are. Like, I've seen their tails in person. They're not bad. They're really not. Like, they're charging enough for their tails, you know? Like, it's affordable, kind of. It's more affordable than, like, a lot of Mertailors, to be honest. Their tails were, for what they were more affordable than some of Mertailors. But, yeah. It's hard to watch people continue to support them after everything they did the first time they goofed. Yeah, Courtney Mermaid's like, oh boy. SP said, I was warned about them from Veteran Mermaids. Wow, yep. Mertailor was allowed to have a redemption arc, but Swimtails wasn't. Well, the thing is that Mertailor's redemption arc was slow. It was a slow, up and down, maybe a few bumps. He's learning. Okay, he's getting better. He's redeeming himself. He's apologizing. Swimtails is like, whoosh, 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 whoosh. That's Swimtails' redemption arc right there. Yeah, to have a redemption arc, you need to make it right by the people you're around. Yeah. What kind of tea do you drink? Drama! Swimtails tea! Actually, this is mint chocolate tea. It's very nice. What happened to Mertailor? If you guys want Mertailor tea, go to Raina's channel. I don't have any tea with Mertailor. I really don't. I really don't have any tea with Mertailor. I respect his business. I respect what he does. You know, whatever happened in the past, clearly he's recovered from it. Bad relationship decisions, I think, is basically what it was. If you want to see stuff, go to Raina's channel. Just go to Halifax Mermaid. I don't want to talk about Mertailor. I want to talk about Swimtails because that's the title of this video. The end of Swimtails. I mean, I can't say I'm not happy. Okay, I'm sad. I am sad because, I say with a big-ass smile on my face, I'm sad because there's fewer tail makers, there's fewer unique tails out there, there's a lot of people that got screwed over, which is why I'm mostly angry. A lot of the ambassadors, who I know personally, they kinda got screwed over, and yet, this might means that be someone, I don't know who, but, you know, the trends will continue. Mermaiding is not dead. People who have Swimtails, they still exist. It's not like they've been snapped out of existence. Like, the way that some people are reacting are like, just imagine if, like, Virtuoso got snapped out of existence, and all of a sudden you see my Virtuoso tail just go, phew. Wait, that's not what happened. People who were lucky enough to have a Swimtails and get it on time they got their swimtails. It is now an artifact of the past, and it just sucks because they were filling a pretty big market gap of, like, tails from the Mahina, tails for plus size, custom tails. Like, they were on a roll with the unique tails. Now, some of their tails were kind of, but a lot of them were really good. And so, yeah, I'm sad that, like, all this stuff is just gone. Like, this part of the community is no more. Like, it was a big part of the community, albeit with its own struggles and toil and drama. But I'm not heartbroken. Because if these last dozen or so people that got disappointed are the last people to ever have to deal with Swimtails' crappy business, I call that a win! Like, it's just, it was always a, what is Swimtails gonna do next? How are they gonna screw over people next? And maybe it wasn't screwing over, like, stealing their money. Maybe it was just screwing over, like, talking to them poorly, communicating wrongly, not getting tails shipped on time, not telling them that. That's, you know, that's not a terrible thing in and of itself, but the fact that a lot of mermaids went through that and went through that kind of abuse makes me kind of happy that those business owners in the mermaid tail community are not doing that sort of business for the time being. Hopefully forever. Because the Swimtails tails, the Swimtails designs, the Swimtails brand is too. The Swimtails ambassadors. Like, I'm sad all that's gone. I'm honestly, genuinely sad that that whole wonderful setup is gone. Am I sad that the owners of Swimtails are no longer doing that? No. I am quite joyful. I'm quite joyful that they gone. And that's the tea. So, what we can hope for in the future is, one, that all those people who got their refunds get their refunds. Two, that all those people who now have a sudden $400 in their bank use it to buy a tail that they'll get that'll make them happy. And three, that someone is going to step up. I don't know who. I don't know what kind of tail maker. But that someone will step up and fill this gap in the market. There's always people who are innovating. There's always people who are gonna come up and rise up. Like, look at Mermaid Aqua, for example. My big blue one. Big Blue. Actually, well, that's not the same. Her name is Lapis Lazuli. That came out of nowhere. That was just a random slide into my DMs, and I was like, you know what? This tail isn't bad. Tail makers can come out of nowhere. You know, there's a new silicone tail maker in Australia named Mishi Fins. Is it Mishi or Mishi? I don't know. They kind of came out of nowhere, and their tails are pretty bomb. Mermaid Amathea, my silicone tail maker, kind of came out of the middle of nowhere. And now she's a pretty well-known tail maker. Creature Fins kind of came out of nowhere. Now she's like this very exclusive, amazing tail maker that, in my opinion, is sort of replacing Marbella's as the top-tier tail maker. So, you know, guys, this isn't the end of the world. And those mermaids who used all their skills and all of their assets and everything and their passion and their heart and their talents. Mermaid of the Via said, hi, I will conquer the world. I didn't even know you were here. Hi. I was talking you up at the meetup today. Yeah, all those people that, like, just came out of nowhere. What was I saying? I was saying something. A market gap will be filled, is what I'm saying. Is that, you know, there's always new innovators, there's always new creators. You just have to keep your eye out, and I do my very best to bring you guys the latest mermaid news and tell you, you know, what's going on. Whomst is up and coming. I can't review every single tail maker on the face of the earth, like, that would be a lot. But for now, if you want to Swimtails, don't buy a knockoff just because they're dead. Don't buy a knockoff. That's. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. But don't buy a knockoff. But don't buy knockoffs. even though Swimtails is dead, don't buy the knockoffs of Swimtails. But what I was saying is that all those ambassadors, all the people that, like, put their time and energy and effort and passion into helping the Swimtails brand, like, you know, those skills and, like, what they've learned and, you know, all they've gone through, like, that can still be applied to other things. Like, you know, different, like, brand ambassadors, this is different deals. This is another thing to go on the resume. You know, just because you might not have, like, gotten your full return out of what you wanted, or it wasn't the best experience, that's still another thing to add to the mermaid, or just a general work resume. Just, did I say that if you buy a knockoff, you're gonna have a bad time? Is that what I said? I'm filled with gold, guys. I really am. Yeah, but, if you do want a Swimtails still, your options are to buy it secondhand or wait it out. That's kind of, yeah. Don't buy a knockoff just because it's like, oh, well, you know, they screwed over artists and they're dead, so it doesn't matter. Like, that's really disrespectful, and even if you buy a knockoff that's from a tailmaker you don't like, that's still supporting the knockoff industry, so don't buy those tails from AliExpress that look like Swimtails. If you're really pining after one, just maybe wait on the marketplace, the Facebook market. There's several mermaid buy and sell groups you can look at, you know, to see if anyone's selling out of secondhand Swimtails. You never know. Like, I know there's still a particular Finfolk tail that I want, the classic Cleo in either small or extra small, if anyone's selling. I mean, my current tail from Finfolk is an extra small, but I heard that the previous generation ran really small, so I'm like, maybe I'll get a small. I don't know. But yes, so that's what I would recommend for anyone that wants to get one. Hey, Biosa's in the house. Hello. Would you get a Creature Fin's tail? I would love a Creature Fin's tail. I've swam in one. They're amazing. Now, do I have $5 grand? No. Well, at least not $5 grand to spend on another silicone tail. That's not what. Or just don't buy Swimtails. Yeah, you could just not buy Swimtails. But, that being said, like, I know that there's some people who kind of, like, poop on people that have Swimtails, and I'm like, that's not cool. That's not what I wanted to accomplish. That's really not. It's just, Jennifer Hubrick said, it's a shame about Swimtails. The first order I put in with them is never fulfilled, and now that I'm thinking about trying again, there was a shutdown. Damn, yeah. Ooh, Mermaid Coral. Damn me. Yeah, like, that's the thing, isn't it? It's just a bummer. Are you going to MerMagicCon next year? I want to. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be even in the States next spring. You know, I'll keep an eye out. It just happened to work out last year because I was touring in the area during MerMagicCon and I had the weekend off. If I do end up touring, I might be doing shows during that time. If I don't end up touring, that means I need to figure out how to get over to the East Coast on my own money. So, yeah. I'm hopefully going to be able to make it to California Mermaid Convention, and if I can't make it to MerMagicCon, I might try to go to Michigan, the South Haven, what's it called? South Haven Mermaid Megafest? Yeah, Mermaid Megafest. I might try to go that one. We'll see. It really depends, but definitely if you guys are going to California, I'll probably be going again with my pal. Maybe another one. I went gaga for the creature tails that Courtney showed. They looked amazing. Yeah, I have a video on my second channel of swimming in my, or in a creature tail, not my creature tail, in a creature tail, and it was amazing. Whereas MerMagicCon is held in Manassas, Virginia. Yeet. Lauren says, I'm going to try to go to the California Mermaid Convention. Perks of being in Cali. They're more stunning in person, guys. Yeah. Is there anything design you would get from Mertailor? Ooh, I really like the Splish Splash design, actually. Yeah. Yay for California MerCon. Definitely planning that one next year. Yeah. Yeah, you are. It was really fun. I'm kind of working on my vlog right now, but I'm also missing, like, a third of my footage. And I don't know where it is, so I don't know. I might try to edit that out this week. We'll see. I'm working today or tomorrow and then the day after, so if I get it up, it might be Wednesday evening. We'll see. Are there any conventions in North Carolina? No, but MerMagicCon is close. There was supposed to be one, but that's a whole nother thing of tea. Oh! Now that Swimtails is dead, I can share this. They're supposed to provide, like, I think, like 10 tails for Mermagicon for prizes, and Colleen, the owner of Mermagicon at the time, was like, they don't reply to emails. And then when they finally sent the tails, they sent 3 instead of like the 10 they were promised. So that's amusing. That's very amusing. Tea. They've just done a lot. We don't have a Canadian con. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, good times. Maybe one day I'll make a Canadian mermaid convention, but it's a lot of work. Do you know how much crap you have to go through to organize a convention? Or any sort of event, really? It's a lot of crap. I think Raina at one point thought about one, but I understand why that's hard. Yeah. Yeah. I love how we're asking questions to get off talking about Swimtails. Hey! Look at the title! Look at the title of this video. Look at the thumbnail of this video. This is a special edition Tail Tea Time. Mostly to talk about Swimtails, because, oh boy, if I could monetize this, I will. Everyone's talking about going to conventions and stuff, and that's very fun. Does anyone have any questions for me? We have 4 minutes left. It's 7:56. We have 4 more minutes left. So if you guys have any particular questions for me regarding Swimtails, are probably the ones I'd answer in preference. But I will answer other questions too. While I finish the last little sippy sip of my tea. Actually, do I have more tea in my little teapot? I'm a little teapot. Well, that's how teapots work. Neat. It's okay. It's fine. It's only my grandmother's. Yeah, it's my grandmother's, so it's very hearty, like my prairie grandmother. Yeah. How much does your hair split with your dye? I use Arctic Fox, so it actually conditions. I used a little bit of it today. My hair's so soft. I know it looks kind of bad today, just because I went swimming earlier with Mermaids of BC, and then I was all like, poof! But my hair is actually pretty healthy with the dye. I knew that was coming. Lol, Courtney. Don't mock me! Mom, don't mock me! Off-topic vape, but any advice for getting my name out there as a mermaid? Instagram, Facebook, join the Facebook groups. Make sure your username and your profile picture are the same on every single platform. Do you know there are places that make pre-made plus-size tails that are good quality? The Two Tails has curvy tails. At the Two Tails. You made me jump so bad. I'm sorry. Hashtag yeet. I'm little teapot short and Guys, don't make a meme out of me. If Swimtails got bought by another company, would you consider getting a Hydra tail? Well, yeah, I would. Maybe. You never know. Like, honestly, there weren't any of the designs. I mean, obviously I was looking them through my contempt salt glasses. So it wasn't like, you know, every design they were like, I was like, ooh, that's pretty, but it's still Swimtails. I don't want it. But, I mean, I do like sun. Where did I get my shirt? My friend made it for Christmas. It was a Christmas present, and I really like it. I really want a tail for the Mahina fin, but nowhere besides Magic Tail makes them. Aha! If you jump back to, I don't know, 40 minutes in this live stream, you just gotta rewatch the whole live stream. There's a part where I talk about tails for the Mahina. I do want to make that video. I want to make a video eventually that's like tails for the Mahina. It's a good thing I didn't make that, because I would have just had to, cut out the whole thing about Swimtails, and that would have been boring. Sorry, face, I'm laughing with that. I would yeet the lid off a teapot. Tails for the Mahina. Yes, that would be such a lifesaver. Okay, I do really want to make that video, but I have, like, reviews that I have to make, and other videos that I have to make. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I do need to continue filming for a video today. Are you planning on buying a house or apartment one day? The housing market in Vancouver is really, really bad right now. So, buying a house. That's a funny joke. I would love to move out one day. currently my living situation is pretty good. I love my family, even though they sometimes drive me nuts. So I don't think I'd really... I'm not playing move out. I mean, when I get married, I very much like to move out. So, you know, if I happen to get married, I will probably start renting a very tiny space, like a crappy basement suite or a one-bedroom apartment. Because, yeah. The housing market in Vancouver is so terrible, y'all don't even understand. I mean, a few of my fellow Vancouver mermaids here, yeah, they probably understand. Tails are more important than a house. Yeah, tails are more important. No, actually, they're not. Currently, my goal is to purchase a new car, but my vehicle that I'm driving right now is still in good condition, so, you know, I'm being a smart... Faith gonna go live in a unit storage, y'all. No, I couldn't do that. Adult life tea. I don't want adult life tea. Is there's a sailor we should know about? No, no sailors. No sailors. I don't like Navy guys. Anyway, oh, sorry, I just realized your husband's in the Coast Guard. Sorry, Mercedes. No, I don't. Not yet. Thanks for all the support and love, everyone. Thanks, Faith, for the kind words about the ambassadors. I can't wait to share new goodies with you guys. Have a wonderful night. Yes, and I think on that note, we should leave. I thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was probably one of the best turnouts for a Tail Tea time. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys all the support. And if anyone is kind of asking, like, what happened to Swimtails? I've tried to put all the information I could into this video. So if anyone is like, what happened? You can send them this video, this live stream. Hopefully they'll like it. Thank you guys. I'm going to say bye to Chris and Young Puzzle and Lauren and Hollow Moonshine and Siren Sadie's and Merman from Down Under and SP and Digimer. Thank you for moderating. And Emberpool and The Crow and Taylor and Precious Orb. Thank you guys so much. I love y'all. Taylor McGee says I want to send you fan mail. Yep. Address is in the description. Love you guys. Bye.